The light protects me.
Well met.
Hello.
This is a very nice opening hand. All right.
I fight.
I've got a nice tempo lead against him now, because he didn't use the coin, and also because of his Argent Squire. He'll be annoying forever.
What does the future hold?
I think this is just a flesh-eating ghoul, and I sack my knife juggler, as sad as that is.
I fight.
It is sad to get rid of knife juggler, but it's nice to get a 4/3 ghoul right onto the board before he can do anything. How old am I? I am 28. Last night, I needed to buy a lighter, a cigarette lighter, and I got carded for it. It was so embarrassing. I'm 28 and I'm getting carded to buy a cigarette lighter. Isn't that the worst? Alright, so the first thing I want to do is hit here, I think, to get rid of the Noble Sacrifice trap. Oh shit. Whoops. That didn't work so well.
I fight.
I am sorry.
Friggin' knife juggler. I guess there was no way I could play around that though, other than play this Amani Berserker first. I should have played the Berserker first though. Oh well. Alright.
Who you want me killed?
Goodbye, Yeti. Man,
I fight.
Berserkers are just so good in Mage. that was ugly though. Hey, AlphaLackey, how's it going? Yeah, if I played Amani first.
Let the pain speak to
Oh
me.
well.
I feel icky.
The light protects me.
So I think it's time to trade in my 1/1 for a card. I can draw lots of cards today.
I fight.
Pain.
Oh, that little poison thing is new. So he can trade cards with me, but that's not too bad. This board is obviously a little weak to Consecration, but I think even if he has the Consecration, I should be able to just out-attrition him. Lord Walker Cho, interesting.
Reporting for duty.
I'm not sure about Lord Walker Cho. Oh, he does up to get the card. Interesting. Alright. So, I think my best course of action...
My eyes are open.
I can heal my Acolyte, and then I can buff its attack to kill that guy in one go, so that he stops drawing cards off of that. The problem is we both have a lot of cards now, which is a little embarrassing, but I have a much better board.
Your magic shall not save you.
Oh, the silence. Oh no. I guess it makes sense that, yeah, if Miracle Rogue is a big deal, then you'd want to get rid of it. I'm surprised that Miracle Rogue is a big deal, though. I would not have expected that. Annoyingly, both of these trade. I think though, I just want to make a big Frostwolf Warlord.
The frost wolves stand ready.
And then I have to trade down at least a little bit. I think I'm trading down a lot. I'll just trade here for here, and here for here. And I'll kill that 1/1. Buffering my double mana addict attacks just as the fuse was dying. Interesting. Alright. So I could just do the same thing as last time. Just make a really massive Frostwolf Warlord. Unless he has a quality, then I'm pretty much set. Let's do that.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Well played.
That was great. Look at that. I guess you can't have too much of a good thing. Alright, I think he's dead. Martian Protector Centipede. That was awesome. Alright, where's the iPad? There it is. Oh, AlphaLackey, are you interested in hopping onto the stream? I kind of want to test screen share. Coined all the shields off. I found a... Why is my... Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Mages tend to have a lot of 4-drops, just because of Fireball, Polymorph, and Water Elemental. Okay. Anyway, I changed some settings in XSplit, so it might suck less resources these days. So I might have just enough CPU power to do it. That'd be exciting, right?
Jaina versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Hey, how's it going, AlphaLackey?
We'll find out shortly.
Alright, let's see this. Okay, I'll try screen sharing. Doo-doo. Before it would just lag me horribly, but I found one thing that, like, I picked like the most computer friendly. Oh, let's see, is it? It's a little choppy. Looks like maybe no good.
Yeah,
We'll
no
see.
kidding. The pixels are an inch big, right? It's like Hearthstone came out for the Atari VCS. No one told me. I'll go get mine out of the garage.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't work. Oh well. I'd like to have you on anyway, if that's okay.
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Sorry about that. False alarm. I got your hopes up.
Yeah.
Here, he's got the iron for a grizzly, and I have a 2/3. It kind of sucks. I'd like to play a guy, but I don't want him to eat my Amani for free, so I have to just ping the Amani, or I could ping the grizzly and trade in.
I guess it depends on what your daily is. Destroy them all or not. No, you'd get the same anyways. You'd still get one. Never mind. Yeah, I guess you could really go either way.
Okay. That's
More style that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, more style. So he's got a 4/4 Misha. Those things are so big.
They are.
I'm just gonna fireball it.
Yeah.
He's too big.
I guess you don't want to waste your polymorph if you're going to leave it around, as you often say. Polymorph is really better when you can ping it afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'd rather use fireball right now, especially against Hunter, who is so tempo based. It's just not in my interest to even give him like 1 inch of board presence.
Wow, sure.
Even though like fireball is a better spell in the abstract.
Wow, you polymorph it next turn, he plays the Beastmaster or whatever. Now you've got a 3/3 taunt shimp or sheep staring you down, and
yeah, and that's no fun.
No.
All right, he played Jungle Panther, and I had to choose between Drake and Ooze and Flesh Eating Ghoul. Uh-oh. I picked the wrong one, I guess.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Let me guess, the bow came out about 2 seconds after you did that.
Multi-shot, yeah, close though.
Okay.
Yeah, so my guy's got machine gun down. So I need to ping away his Timberwolf. He brought out a Timberwolf and attacked with the Jungle Panther. So I guess this is a Harvest Golem and ping. The Harvest Golem threatens a very, very nice trade. So this should be good. I guess I could have also played Farseer, but there's no reason to gain life here.
No. Not you use that on yourself as a last resort, I suspect.
Do you need a blessing?
You would want that, if at all possible, getting the 3 health on a creature just seems to be, when possible, a much better choice.
Mm-hmm. Ew. Okay, so he buffed his Panther, his health and its attack, which is no fun. So I could... It looks like I have to... I want to kill as much of his stuff as possible. I have an Argent Commander, which I guess I'll use here to kill his Panther. I don't see any way to kill the 4/4, but that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, you can run off his Priestess and...
My 2 options were... I think the Argent Commander was the only way I could kill that Tiger. Or the Panther, rather. I could have also polymorphed, but that would have been kind of lame.
Right, that's a waste. No, it's funny how that Priestess, whenever you want it to give the point to anyone else, he always finds the right one to not give it to.
Right, exactly.
It's freaky. It's like my mystical Leok animal companion forever. Like he's soulbound to me or something. That's all I can conclude.
Huh, interesting. The Unleash the Hounds traded 1-for-1 with my Harvest Golem, which doesn't seem like a good deal for him, but I am getting rather low in health.
Such a bad card.
I guess this is a Cult Master. I can draw the card right now. Yeah, I'll just play Cult Master here.
Yeah.
Trade in. Alright. And then it's between Knife Juggler and Farseer. I guess I'll play Farseer. Just because he's bigger.
And you have 13 health. It's a lot more problematic now.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I mean, as long as he doesn't have too much haste stuff, I should be able to just get board control and win from here. But you never know, right?
Okay, well, that looks a lot better now, having seen that Flame Strike wander across my view.
Yeah, the Flame Strike is nice. It's good insurance.
How many do you have in this deck?
I think just the one.
Oh,
That's okay.
only one.
Only one, yeah.
The
Okay.
yeah, the first one's really important. I mean, having a second one is a nice luxury, but
And a third and a fourth. Those are
and the
also
third.
nice luxuries.
Yeah, right. Like when you use Flame Strike on turn 9, along with your ping to 2 for 1 or 1 for 1 a Yeti, you have too many Flame Strikes when you can do that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all been there, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like you save your Flame Strike for a good Flame Strike, but they just keep playing one guy. And
Yeah.
eventually you're just like, well, screw this. I'm going to use my Flame Strike to kill
Yeah.
this.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Always gaining life. Okay.
Gaining life.
Gaining life. Play Priestess of Elune. Who does that?
Oh, well, hunters in Arena apparently do.
Hunters in Arena. Oh good, I got the hit, so I can just trade in now and play Drake. Love when the knife jugglers go your way, you know?
Ah, it's nice. They're pretty amazing. And I do like in that Murloc deck you showed me, boy oh boy. Like
Oh yes.
they'll do 6 or 7 points on their own. Like they do more than any other individual creature. It's sick.
Ooh, it's also nice when they summon the boar and they decide to trade it off. That's great.
Wonderful. Eliminate any hope of a tempo gain. You might.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna gamble a little bit. I'd rather trade off my Bloodfen Raptor than my Polymorph, so I'm gonna see if I get a ping off of this Drake.
Okay.
Okay, great. And then I can just trade in my Dinosaur. Things are going well.
Knife Juggler's aim is razor sharp today.
Yeah, he's doing well. I'm proud of him.
All right. Yeah, Unleash the Hounds is so bad now. Like, just I don't know. I saw one guy. He played a buzzard and then Unleashed the Hounds when I had 4 guys out. That was kind of annoying, but
Still won.
yeah. I just gotten such card value off him because his stuff was so bad. I'm like, okay, now you have a bunch of 1/1s and I have mid-range guys and you have one more card than me. Yeah, I like my chances.
Oh hey, Captain is doing well in this tournament. He's in top 4. Sweet.
Which tournament would that be?
This is Mana Grind. He's playing the Rogue S tier class.
Really? Tell me
Rogue
more
isn't-
about these tournaments here.
Oh, Mana Grind, it's every week. It's free. I think it starts at 11 my time. So that'd be
1 p.m. Central.
1 p.m. Central. Yeah, okay. So, and usually the first few rounds are pretty weak, but there's stronger players in the higher levels. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. How? What manner of tournament is it there? Like Swiss elimination?
It's just single elimination. They're totally brutal.
Wow.
But it's best of 3. I mean, you get 3 whole chances, and the format is you get to pick a class before each round, and then for that match, you're locked into that class. So that makes sense, right?
Right.
You can't switch classes, but you can switch all of the cards in your deck if you want.
Wow.
So as a result, kind of classes with narrow game plans like Warrior are less strong than flexible classes like Mage or like Paladin or Warlock.
Right.
Warlock especially. Warlock can do a lot of different things.
I was gonna say Warlock. If you have like all the twisting nether kind of cards, like that, the big control stuff, you could
Yeah,
do a
you can
complete
switch
180.
between you can switch between Murloc Face Rush and total control, which is really cool that you can. So yeah, Warlock is very strong in that format. Captain is playing Rogue,
Okay.
which doesn't really have a flexible game plan as such, but he says it's actually pretty strong because Rogue is pretty well equipped to sideboard against big guys and to sideboard against small guys. Like
Okay.
against Druid and such, you can bring in the Assassinates and the big game hunters, etc., etc.
The light
Right.
protects
Whereas versus small guys, like
Fan
the
of
South Sea
Knives.
deckhands, Fan of Knives come in exactly.
Okay. And I guess the deck and sideboard policies are that way because it's the only thing you could police. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah, it's the only thing you could police.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Right.
It's an interesting format, though. I think I prefer the format of you submit 3 decks, kind of, you know, like the Blizzard Invitational, right?
Right. Or the King of the Hill on iHearth.
Yeah, exactly. Those are really nice formats, but if you don't want to have judges, you know, sniffing around every deck to make sure you're not cheating, this is and you can't really an administrator can't even watch the game, right?
Right.
So it's just like you're severely limited in the amount of actual policing you can do.
Sure. It's as good a format as you'll get for closed beta.
Right. Well said.
No, thank you. Oh,
Um,
good for him. Single elim, the only true tournament format.
I
If
fight.
you if you're still playing, it should be because you're not mathematically eliminated. If you are mathematically eliminated, you should never play anyone who is mathematically in contention.
That is the problem. The classic problem with Swiss, isn't it?
Mhm.
Swiss is like the best format, except for the fact that you get into these weird kingmaker situations where like you can't win or top 8 or whatever, but you could scoop to the guy who might be able to, you know, and
Yeah, and I'm not saying I expect a gratuity, but you know, when there's political ramifications for people who do, you know, or don't scoop versus those who do, yeah, it's not hard. It was rampant in Magic for.
oh yeah, it was like expected in Magic, pretty much.
Oh,
And
for
it's
sure.
sad that it was expected in Magic because it's just a weird and kind of anti-fun game. Just like what if you want to play the game?
Yeah,
Like what if you actually want to just play the game that you came to play, right?
yeah.
No,
So
instead
what-
you have to scoop to this guy and put him in the top 8.
Yeah, all you do is make sure that no one in contention plays no one out of contention, even if somebody has to play each other twice in the tournament, even if you have to give out 2 buys in a round, because you're essentially dividing into sections. You could easily prevent it if you wanted to, but
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but the way the Swiss bracket traditionally works is that you can that you don't pair anyone against each other twice.
yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
But yeah,
You
you're right.
could-
I would be okay with doing that. That would be an interesting system, where you just give buys to the odd person out, and anyone and only the people that are in contention play each other.
Yeah.
That would
In
be
essence,
interesting.
you're running 2 sections of Swisses concurrently, and as people are mathematically eliminated, they get put in the B Swiss. They let them keep playing. Have round prizes. Everybody that wins in a round gets entered in a draw. 3 guys get drawn, get a pack. Whatever. You could easily do it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Or if you want for a PTQ, I always recommend instead of Swiss to top 8, you do a Swiss to top 8 through 16, like however many it is, and you do 1 elimination round where the lowest ranked people have to play each other, so that after that elimination round you winnow to a top 8. Sure, that means some people have to play 1 more elimination, right? But there was going to be that extra 1 more game they would have to play because the people that go 6-0 only played 6 games that mattered, right? Because they drew their last 2. Whereas the people that get in with a 6-1-1 that had to play all 8, or 6-1-1 that had to play 7, already played the extra round. Functionally identical. God, I'm sorry. I could go off for 8 hours on this. It'd probably even been that long. You're probably 6-0 right now.
Let's see. Right now I'm in a tough spot. I know he's got a Flame Tongue Totem, so that already is representing a huge amount of damage if he just drops it right here. He's gotten full board control from me.
I wonder.
Things are just not looking good. I drew this Cone of Cold, who might do something interesting. I suppose I'm using it here.
Yeah, I suppose you are.
I suppose I don't see what else I can do. And then the question is whether I ping away the 3-1 or play a Swamp Ooze. I think I play Swamp Ooze here.
You don't maybe Paul.
Oh, wait, of course I play Swamp Ooze. Yeah, he has an axe.
You didn't them maybe polymorphing the elemental so that you could kill it with the Cone of Cold?
Well, I didn't have enough mana to do that because remember, Cone of Cold costs 4 now.
Well, no, but you just polymorph it, play the ooze on this turn.
Oh,
take
and then
take a few beats, and then Cone of Cold next turn.
that could be interesting.
Yeah.
I think I like this line better because next turn, Argent Commander comes down and just
Right.
kills the Fire Elemental flat out, and then I can ping away the 3/1.
Right.
And then hopefully trade off whatever he plays here with my ooze. Oh, come on. A Wind Fury Harpy. Great disaster. Oh, and he healed his Fire Elemental. So now I'm in a real pickle. So his board is a 6/5, a 3/1, a 0/1 Spell Power Totem, the 4/5 Wind Fury, and a 2/1. And it's really tough.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not good. So I think what I have to do, I need to ping away the 3/1, I guess. I'm gonna do that.
Either that or it's Argent and ping the Elemental, but
Yeah. Well, and also the Wind Fury Harpy needs to die
oh
too.
yeah, that's true.
The Wind Fury Harpy needs to die before anything else, because I mean, if he drops Flame Tongue Totem with the Wind Fury Harpy, that's like
Oh.
game over.
12 points right
I'm
there.
done and dusted, right? That's the expression, done and dusted. So I'm gonna play Dwarf here to kill that.
Very good.
And then, so now his board is still really scary. It's still a 2/1, a 0/1, and a 6/5. He could easily blow me out with like Flame Tongue Totem, Bloodlust here. Not looking good. Again, this is where Mage really wants Flame Strike.
Yeah,
I guess
too bad.
I've got one thing going for me is he doesn't know I don't have Flame Strike.
Right.
Why he healed the 6/5 in general was because he was scared of a Flame Strike, actually.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. I should have thought, I didn't think about that. So he still has to kind of play around it. Well, it looks like the totem's coming down to wreck me.
So you're going to take 12?
Well, I'm probably gonna trade the 2/1 into the 4/4,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
which is brutal. Or I might just take 12, yeah. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, gonna take 12. No problem, I'll be fine.
Well, you've still got 12 more. What are you worried about?
Oh my gosh. Feral Spirits. Lately I've been dying a lot to Shaman. I don't know what the deal is.
People noticed you give them such a bad rap on Arena that
Yeah. So now I'm feeling the full force of this. So he just is dead to Flame Strike right here. He basically decided I'm gonna lose if he has the Flame Strike, so I'll just play into it. This board gets totally wrecked if I have it, but I don't have it, so
Yet.
all I can do is sit here and cry. Alright,
That's
so
unfortunate.
very unfortunate, right? Okay, so I could ping the 2/1. I think what saves me the most damage is polymorph the 6/5, play Flesh Eating Ghoul, and ping off the 4/1.
Yeah.
I might not even die.
You'll live another turn. That's
6, 8, 9. Yeah, I might not even die. But yeah, not looking good. Oh, he had the Bloodlust. Yep, so he basically gave me a chance to have Flame Strike or lose, which is fair. I think it's okay to do that.
Well played.
like if you got to go part way all in, you may as well just go whole
Go
hog.
all in. Yeah, so he just decided, I don't really care about playing around Flame Strike. I'm just gonna play into it, and he did. Which happens. Oh well. Yeah, I'm only 60% for shamans. What's the deal? Yeah, you can hear the tisk tisk.
Shame and a damn crime, man. You got to pick up the slack.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for
Or maybe it's just by the time you finally run into them, you run into the good ones high up in the tree. I don't know what your record is so far, but
I am 4-1 now after that loss. So yeah, I was 4-0.
You just haven't had the thrill of running into an O2 shaman yet.
Yeah, that's true. And in general, I do think I underrated shaman a little bit. We'll see. I mean, I'm not sure.
The light protects
Ah.
me.
Little controversy is good for ratings.
Yes, yeah, that's good. That's part of the reason why I put them there is because I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't doing well with shaman. But other people were saying they were doing well. I was like, well, maybe if I just list them. By the way, I found out that you can get rid of the tile off the top of the house. Did you know about that?
Yeah, you click it long enough and it'll fall off. It just slips off and shatters.
Slips off and shatters. The good news is that even though Argent Squire has 1 toughness, it's kind of a pain to deal with it. Like, do you really spend 2 turns pinging away the shield? I guess she will.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic if you can. You made her skip her first 2 turns, so waste 2 turns and take 2 damage to cost you a card.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, she's kind of worth the card just because she costs no mana.
Yeah.
Like, is she really gonna skip another turn to ping off another to ping it away again, or?
Right, like when they bust out the arcane missiles, oh yeah, it kind of sucks because the thing gets gunned down in the same card, but like here, 4 mana, basically 3 turns from the looks of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a deal. This strikes me as a mage who has 5 flame strikes in their hand and doesn't need to worry about.
You're right. Yeah. We'll see.
What to do?
It
But
does.
yeah.
She does look like she has a slow hand.
Like, I don't know. I bet there are some people that, like, if they're playing mage and they have like good 3 and 4 cards, they'll keep it and just not care. Fireball, polymorph, and whatever at 3, they'll just keep it and waste 2 turns.
Yeah, interesting. She did indeed. She really didn't want me trading my 1/1 into her 3/2. So she used coin to kill my poor Argent Squire.
Wow.
So that was 4 mana and coin, which is not bad. Also, check out my hand. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I have 18 points of burn.
What to do?
Wow.
What to do?
3 of a kind.
All
Trip fireballs beats us straight. Wow.
I guess I'm not beating down just yet because I need to do 10 whole points of damage before I can kill him.
Not going to trade off the Sorcerer's Apprentice and drop the Acolyte.
Yep, that's what I did.
Okay, good.
I thought about going for a face, honestly, just because 18 points of burn. I mean,
With this character you're up against, you might run into an ice block, right? Like, who knows?
right, who knows? Well, I mean, the problem is if I just attack her face and play down Acolyte, then Acolyte only gets 1 card from me, guaranteed. She just swings the 3/2 in. But that could have been maybe okay.
Oh, this is I love Acolyte and Mage. Like, it's just unreal.
It is really good, yeah. I'm a little bit worried about my next turn, because I probably don't want to play a Fireball. I want to save those for her head. But I don't have any other play, because my hand is all Fireballs.
Maybe you'll draw some good 3-drop.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect.
It'll be perfect is if I draw a good 3-drop, and then I can ping Acolyte, play it.
Yeah, or even if not, ping the Acolyte. Your chances of getting a 2-drop off the Acolyte or of getting a good 2 or 3 drop here is probably fairly good.
It's not bad. Is he gonna do it? He's gonna ping and pass, I guess? Oh no, he has another play.
So he shot your little golem, I assume, and
He shot my golem and passed. Okay, never mind. He didn't have a play. I do arcane missiles. Ooh, and a knife juggler off the Acolyte ping. Very nice.
there's got to be a lot of mustard in that hand the way he's playing.
Yeah, the way he's playing it. He's got like nothing. I'm usually when they do this, you see like a big Twilight Drake. So that might be it. I don't know. Or sometimes when you see them like just not playing anything, just refusing to play anything, it's a Twilight Drake.
Well, but I don't know what time the servers are. If it's early enough for these guys to start drinking, it's possible.
Possible, yeah. But yeah, he's
I-
just
Wow.
yeah, you're right though. His plays have just been ping, ping, ping. He did play one Sorcerer's Apprentice, but still.
He was hoping to get his 3 Pyroblasts out a turn earlier, I guess.
Alright. So I have a real decision point here. I could Arcane Missiles to try and kill that ghoul. I think if I get even 1 hit off, I'll be fine. If I get 2 hits off, that's great too.
Right, then you can ping it.
Okay. Let's do it. Excellent, 2 hits. So I'm actually not going to ping it. I think I'm going to ping my Acolyte and then send it in.
Perfect. The 3 card Acolyte that trades for another card. Like,
So good. Alright, then I'll play Swamp Ooze.
Well played.
yeah, as I say, I'm 2 cards behind. I'm sure you got something good now. So, that thing is sick.
So good. Okay, so I still have 18 damage worth of burn, so he's still pretty close to just dying. Oh, that guy will be annoying for me though.
Oh,
He played an Argent Commander. So I think the play here is no mission venture to threaten to trade with the Argent Commander, and hopefully I'll draw a follow-up play. Otherwise, I guess I'll just ping the Argent Commander.
Yeah, that puts you 1/7 of the way closer to victory just with that 1 point.
Actually, I could ping the Argent Commander, or I could ping him.
What if you ping the commander, then you force him to trade it off or just lose it?
Yeah, okay. So this is, yeah, I think you're right. That's good.
Yeah, you know what? Somehow I like your chances of surviving here. You look
Yeah.
you look pretty robust.
I have a lot of good stuff in my hand.
What to do? What to
How
If
many
my
fireballs?
ogre hits him once, then he's dead, pretty much. Because I fireball.
Like, who needs Archmage Antonitis? I met with him before the game, man. He set me up here.
What to do? What to do?
All right, speaking of big bomb orange cards, I finally got some use out of a Sarah in Arena against Paladin. I made the guy trade 3 for 1 to off it, and the card I drew was the Drake, like the 5/7 for
Oh, I love
4,
that
something
thing.
like that.
That thing is ridiculous. It's a 7/6 for 4 mana. How is
Yeah,
that?
that's
It's just ridiculous.
right. So yeah, basically I played his Sarah. It wound up being a board wipe that put a 7/6 in my hand. So I'm like, okay, that's like the one time that card has ever, like, I'll drop it on games I'm going to win next turn and I'll still win, or I'll have it in my hand and the guy's got like 3 ogres and I'm like, okay, that's nice.
Wow. That was not his best play turn. So after going into the tank, here's his play.
Oh
He
boy.
fireballs my 2/4,
Wow.
then plays Mana Worm, and attacks me with a 4/1. So
Were made.
mistakes were made, yeah. He got me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Fireball and my 2/4 is the best play. When I can just ping, it can just ping the 4. I was just expecting to trade the 4/1 off,
Right.
but apparently that 4 damage was really valuable to him.
He's probably sitting on as much burn as you are. That's the only logical explanation.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just going to be like, I think he's got a Pyroblast in his hand, and that's why he values that 4 damage so much. But still, messing up the order and not pinging anything, oh, two pretty bad blunders.
The fuse just puts some people, they just don't know what to do when they hear it sputtering.
Hmm.
Or die, or both.
Okay. Interesting. I think, so he's got a Cult Master and a 2/2. That's not a good enough, nice. Captain's in the finals.
Oh, go Cappy.
Go Cappy. Alright, so I think I'm just going to use Argent Commander and Flesh Eating Ghoul here.
Looks good.
Again,
In
I'm
the
just,
correct order, of course.
Yep.
Okay.
In the correct order. And kill the Cult Master. I just need like one hit, really. One
Right.
hit with any of my creatures. But that's easier said than done, you know, because of course he is a mage sitting on like tons and tons of stuff. I think honestly this might turn into an attrition war, even though I'd really like to do the fireball thing. You know, where I just fireball him 3 times and he dies. But I think it might turn into an attrition war just because it is going to be so hard to land that one hit to his face. Oh, interesting. He flame strike that, which is actually maybe okay.
T 2 for 1 to your.
Yeah, 2 for 1 me.
All right.
And now
If he plays 4 more, we're gonna rewind this thing about 10 minutes to where someone on this broadcast said he might be sitting on 5 flame strikes.
yeah,
Just-
yep.
Okay.
So now I have to choose what to do with that. About that mana worm. It's actually getting kind of threatening right now. I don't really feel like I should use removal on it though. So I think I'm gonna just play Cult Master Frostwolf Warlord.
I wonder.
Yeah, either that or just the dry Frostwolf by itself because it's dominant, and then shoot the worm and force him to trade it off. Well, theoretically, force him to trade it off. Who knows? He
I
might
think
send
I don't like that because I don't like how he can trade it off with just I don't want to trade my 4/4 for a 5/5.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, I don't want to trade a 4/4 for his worm. I'd rather because like this way he can't trade into it and ping.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Just on a side note, if he's sitting on 2 Pyroblasts, you're toast.
Yep, I am toast. Such is life. I'm hoping that he doesn't have that.
Well, what do you do against Mage when they have 2 Pyroblasts? You're starting the game at 10, right?
Yeah, you just don't do anything. You're just done, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. What is he? Oh, he has Cone of Cold. How rude. Okay, so this, I think, is a polymorph. And then I think I ping the 4/1, because I can't take any more damage from that thing.
Yeah.
That thing sadly lives through Flame Strike, but so I can't Flame Strike here. But I can do that. I can also play Dark Iron Dwarf, I guess. It's a shame that I won't be able to actually, like, the chance of my Frostwolf Grunt actually hitting him are 0, but... if he Flame Strikes me again here, then that's really bad. I'm hoping he just plays some creatures and I can Flame Strike it off.
Yeah, it would be nice if he stopped from the removal for, put a couple guys out of his own, let you...
Yeah, that is a problem, right?
But I guess he probably has the same kind of plan you do then. Wow, mana worms are so annoying, aren't they?
They are annoying, yeah. Okay, so he's kept my board locked down for 2 turns now. And I'm going to go to 12. Ew. This looks like a Pyroblast. Now I go to 11. Alright, so I'm probably done if he has Pyroblast now. That worm did way too much work. And I couldn't get rid of it efficiently, right? I didn't want to fireball it, because that would take my entire turn. So now I have to see if he has Pyroblast. If he has Pyroblast, then I'm toast. If he doesn't, then he's toast, probably.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah, well, I mean, you get off 14 and 8, 22. I mean, if he has it, you're dead. If not, you have enough time. But yeah, sure. You said you may have wanted to consider.
I was thinking, I mean, maybe I could have burned it earlier with the fireball. Okay, well, he doesn't have Pyroblast. That's the good news. At least not yet. The cheapest way, I think I just need to fireball that 6/6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
What to do?
You fireball the 6/6, keep 4 points alive. It's not. You're not losing that much damage by using a burn spell on him.
and then swing for 8. Seems good. If one of these guys lives next turn, then I kill him.
Right, and you're playing the Argent Commander just to get the extra point in now. Not concerned about a polymorph or anything. Wasting the bubble.
Yeah, I'm okay with wasting the bubble as long as, because I mean, I just need to hit him once. Okay,
Yeah.
and it looks like he's dead. Yeah.
Wow. I think there may just have been a Pyroblast in that deck somewhere.
Alright. In the end, I guess I was correct to not burn the fireball on the mana worm. I mean, it is really powerful to just be able to burn a person out like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was hard to say whether, but yeah, he wasn't playing legit creatures I could fireball, so it was kind of tough to keep going. I don't know. I think it worked out okay. He didn't have the burn in his spell because he used the fireball on one of my creatures early. And using the fireball on one of my creatures gave him a short-term lead that let him do a lot of damage with his mana worm. But on the other hand, it ultimately, because he used his burn, he couldn't finish me off. Pretty interesting game, actually. It's funny how both of us had such slow hands, you know?
Yeah, well, yours was, by the time you had, I forget what turn it was, but you had 5 cards and 3 of them were fireballs. That's,
Not really even too much of a good thing, though, because, I mean, I eventually used all those fireballs to great effect. It's just a little bit awkward in the early game.
You didn't have a Frostbolt in your deck or anything small that could take out that little
Mana
munchkin?
Worm. Nope.
No.
It's the Mana Worm ended up doing, what, like 15 damage to me?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Spin again. Yeah, that's a substantial
okay.
bit.
It's a good hand.
I guess against Paladin, you don't just drop the turn 1 arcane missiles. You wait for him to make a dude.
Oh, you never drop the turn 1 arcane missiles.
Okay.
Similar to why you never like turn 1 lightning bolt their head. You always save it on a creature, you know?
Even if you go Mana Worm, Coin, arcane missiles, you don't think that's...
Mana Worm, Coin, arcane missiles is more debatable.
Right. But now that's 3 cards for 3 damage and a 3/3.
Alright, let's see if I get 2 hits. Excellent. I got 3 hits.
Wow.
Well played.
I mean, I only needed 2 hits, but 3 hits is great too. By the way, do you know what the chances are that you get 2 hits with your arcane missiles when he only has 1 creature on the board?
When he has 1 creature, the chance of getting... it's 1 in 8 to get 0 hits and 3 in 8 to get 1. So that leaves 4 out of 8 to get 2 or 3.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
And if it's a 2 toughness, then that 50%, it's like it becomes 2 and 1 because guys, don't get wasted shots. But if this game ever gets big, someday I'll make like one of them old reference cards like you used to have for programming, which is like a list of all the, arcane missile and avenging wrath and mulligan probabilities you ever need. Like, I imagine stuff like that would be useful to.
Yeah, the mulligan
really
probabilities. There's already like charts up on iHeartView for like how to like what your probability is of getting like a 2-drop in your opening hand, for instance.
Right.
Assuming it depending on how much you mulligan.
Squire, attend me.
Okay.
Ready, sir.
So far, it's been a pretty standard game of just me trading off stuff.
To Northrend.
It's interesting, yeah. When both players are playing pretty well, there's just a lot of resource trading, you know.
Oh, for sure. The game, the board will spiral out of control so fast, as I'm sure you know.
Yes. So to prevent that, people... Oh, humility. I'm such a humble guy now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can't kill his... Well, I could kill it. I think it's worth it. I guess because I don't have any other play, I'm gonna polymorph his 3/6 and ping it off. And I'll save the fireball for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Alright, second point of damage on his face. Very nice. Yeah, it's been it's like a close game when like neither player can attack the other person's in the head because they haven't actually had a creature really stick that they can. So they either have to trade every time or the creature dies. This one too,
yeah. I wonder if that's. Would you call that a design flaw? Or you think that's just the nature of the game?
I think it's just the nature of the game. Yeah, is that in close games, I mean, people have learned to really value board control very heavily, and the result of that is that you see a lot of empty boards, or one person just has a huge board because they lost board control.
Right.
You don't get to see kind of a lot of boards where both players have a lot of creatures. Those tend to be very unusual. And I guess you could try and fix that, but I'm not even sure how you could go about doing that.
Let me think.
Just because the way the game is designed, is board control is so powerful.
Move quickly.
Right. Yeah, like the ability to attack opposing creatures makes being on the offense so valuable that you pretty much are forced to make those board control kind of trades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't bust off that, if you don't rub out his 2/2 with your 3/4 when you have the chance, that 2/2 might be 6/6 coming back at you, and
Right.
just like that. Yeah, you're on your rear. So
He had an Argent Commander of his own.
of course.
Oh, equality. Oh, brutal. Oh. Does he have the equality and the consecrate? Okay. Well, I'm mostly fine.
Yeah, it seemed like a little underwhelming equality.
Yeah, considering it was an equality, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's all right. Thinking about it, that
Let me
he only really he basically traded 1-for-1 with my water elemental,
Yeah.
and then my No Mission Venture is still going to trade in.
Yeah.
So
So I guess maybe against Mage, equality is not quite as good as against other classes.
Mindalian says in order to have people trade less,
Move quickly.
you'd have to greatly increase player health.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I mean, it's not even about player health. It's like when you control the board, you control how the resources get traded down. So
Right. And as the board positions get bigger, as there's more and more creatures on the board, there's more and more opportunities for an advantageous trade because of possible interactions, meaning that just as the boards get bigger, the attacker's edge increases.
right. Very true. Yeah. So yeah, I don't even know what you'd be able to. I guess more cards like Unleash the Hounds that favored big boards on your opponent's side, so you were incentivized to have them have a big board, even if you. But then, I mean, Unleash the Hounds kind of leads you to these situations where you have no board control on your own,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So the rule of Paladin secrets is it's always get down, like every time. So I think for my first step, I'll try attacking with my 1/4. Oh, interesting, it's not get down.
Does it get funky? No.
Get funky.
No.
So I guess the next thing I'll do is I'm going to fireball the Spiteful Smith. And if it reses at 1 HP, I can just ping it down. No. So
It's eye for an eye, I guess.
Must be eye for an eye, or
The next thing you summon has 1 power.
or the next Repentance. Let's try pinging him for 1. Nope. Okay, so it's Repentance.
Okay.
We've ruled out every single other one, so that has to be what it is.
So the 4th best of the bunch then, or the 3rd best. It's probably better than
Yeah.
eye for an eye.
And it's fine. I'm just not going to play a creature this turn. Hopefully I'll find something that I like. 4 toughness is a lot to lose to a repentance.
You ready for
Right.
this?
So hopefully I'll find something that's a little cheaper than that. Than these big guys.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, where's a Murloc or a Leper Gnome when you need one?
Right, yeah.
A turn 10 Secret Keeper finally be worth something.
Okay. Well, I'll fireball this guy down. And then trade off 1/1s, I guess. And then just ping him for 2. Eventually I'll find a creature. It's inevitable.
Alright.
I guess it's not the worst thing if my Abomination...
I hear you got a problem.
Yeah, if you start losing board control, putting out a 5-1 Abomination, that might be a 7-mana mini-fire.
Yeah, yeah. I think it could be okay here to just play Abomination.
Yeah, like once you've run out of things for...
Okay, I'm going to play Abomination here, because it will trade with his 7/5, theoretically.
Yes.
In theory.
In theory.
As long as he doesn't have any burn in his hand.
Well, if he does, even then, that's still 2 damage next turn. You can sweep it off with a Flame Strike,
That's
along
true,
with whatever
yeah.
else he plays. So,
Nope, he just had to straight up trade Abomination. So the Repentance pretty much did nothing. Which is good.
yeah. Kept the Azure Drake in your hand longer than intended.
Yeah, that's true too, actually. That's true. Okay.
Not enough of an effect to justify a card, but...
Right.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. So this is an easy Flame Strike here. I get 2 for 1. I kill the token off. And also, he's got no hand anyway, so it's totally fine for me to use it there. It's unlikely that he's ever going to get more than 2 creatures on the board.
Glory to the Sindora.
Yeah, if he's only got 1 card in hand, that's a very good point.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, and then next turn, presumably you play the Drake and the Farseer and ping his 1/1.
Yeah, I was looking at that. The problem with Drake plus Farseer is the sword that he just played.
Oh,
I'm not sure why he played that sword. I think that was a mistake to show me that he had it, because I would have played Drake into that, and he would have just been able to kill it next turn. Instead, I'm going to do Farseer Warlord, I think, because it lives through a sword hit,
true.
and then ping the 1/1 off still.
Saving the Acolyte for a safer situation when you can get at least 2 cards out of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that you want to play in with the 2 points right behind it, I think.
Okay, so he does use a sword charge to critically wound the 5/1, which I'm okay with.
Critically ruined. Nice.
Reporting for duty.
And then I think I'm leaving the 1/1 alive.
Of course.
So I'm going to play Acolyte of Pain and ping it to guarantee that I get the 2 cards out of it that I want.
Right, and then if he winds up 2 for 1ing with the Worgen, it's not the... Or you're going to trade off the Worgen.
And then I'll
I
trade
assume?
off the Worgen, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Make a 4/3 Ghoul, which I'll have to kill. And then after that, I'll play Azure Drake.
Yeah.
Or Boulder Fist Ogre, actually. Boulder Fist Ogre would be totally fun here.
Oh.
Do you like to play with fire?
Someone who isn't quite so vulnerable to sword shots to the head.
Right.
You're dominating every sector of the board. I think it's kind of moot at this point, but
Reporting for duty.
I seem
late
okay.
game. Yeah.
Another 4-card Argent, or another 3-card Acolyte, which is great. I'm okay with that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, interesting. I drew a Cone of Cold. I don't think I'm going to use it though. I think I'm just going to play Argent Commander here to kill his Pyromancer.
Sick. He taps 2 mana to ping your guy for you. Like, what a country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, Divine Shield. How exciting. Divine Shield on a 1/1. That's not very impressive.
No.
Okay, I'll draw the card. Alright, and I should actually get around to killing him sooner or later. So I think the best way to do that is Knife Juggler Ogre.
Oh, but he saved his token. Okay.
Yeah, I saved the token, right? Okay, so next turn I have lethal, barring anything crazy.
How crazy could it be?
I mean,
can't.
he had a Consecrate, but that's not enough. He needed,
Yeah.
like, Deathwing. Deathwing would stall me for a little bit.
It would stall you. Yeah. All those 2 toughness guys.
Sadly, yeah, but I had the Fireball anyway, so it didn't matter.
All right, light them up. Yeah. As Learjet said, was like, is that qualify as success going 8-3 4 times? I'd say so. When you've been playing the game for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 8-3 is pretty good. I mean, 8-3 is well above. I mean, as long as you're going infinite, which it's much easier to do. So I think a lot more people are going to go infinite in Arena these days. As long as you're going infinite, I would say you're succeeding at Arena.
Right.
And actually performing well above expectations. Because the system is designed so that most people can't go infinite.
You asked for it.
Right. Or even if you never have to buy it, but you just have to wait a day or two now and then for dailies. I mean,
that's fine too. Yeah.
Especially using your secret tech of always fishing off the 40 gold quests and going for something better. I've never thought of that. That's brilliant.
I don't know why they had that change. I guess people were. I guess it does make sense that if you like really don't like Hunter, and like you get a bunch of Hunter quests, then you should just be able to get rid of them. But I think maybe it's too stringent to have the ability to mulligan quests and the ability to and like the either or thing where you can fulfill a quest with either class. You know, it feels like you can just do what you want at this point, and they're not even quests. It's just like guaranteed 40 gold.
I think now that constructed means something, they could go back to having the 1 class quests, and if people don't like it, tough taters.
Well, if people don't like it, you can mulligan the quest, right?
Yeah. No, but I mean, just have it so there's no mulligans and only 1 quest. Like,
oh, okay.
Come on, this is free gold we're talking about here. Get these people to stop being lazy and earn it.
Alright, I think I'm going for Water Elemental over Gnomish. Normally I'd be worried about Shadow Word Pain, but he already has burned 1, and I do have a Crocodile and he passed. So I'm pretty sure Water Elemental's fairly safe here.
Pass me that arc light scanner.
Alright, this is, I think, a pretty good Frostwolf Warlord, and I can actually abuse Freeze.
Stand ready.
Even if he heals his 2/1, it's fine. Because my Water Elemental can hit it again.
Right. You might survive the first punch, but you don't get to run away very far before the second one comes in.
He probably should heal it, though, just because otherwise I'll ping it.
Right. Or if he just can't afford to, he's got to play a 5-mana creature at some point. Like, priests, they do play creatures of their own at some point, don't they?
Right. What does going infinite mean? Going infinite is just when you're getting more gold, or the same amount of gold, that it costs to play Arena in your Arena runs. So, most players I know about. Oh wow, that's a pretty good combo. He lived the dream and drew 2 cards off of Auctioneer.
Wow.
Not bad, right? Not bad. On the other hand, because he did that play, he let the 2/1 die. So he got a card, but he lost a card. Alright, so this is a no mission venture for me, I think. And then I can just ping the 2/1, trade my 6/6 into his 4/6, so that his shield didn't really do anything besides draw a card.
Right.
He does have a full hand though, so that's embarrassing. I'm not too vulnerable to Holy Nova here.
Nor Shadow Madness, I guess. It'd be a 2-for-1, but you peel off one of your 3s and run it into your Warlord.
Oh, you called it. It is a Shadow Madness. Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty
at
good.
some point, he's like if you're 5-1 and he's got a full hand and he's playing super defensively, you gotta figure cards like this are coming.
Shadow Madness are coming, yeah. It's a shame. You can't really play around Shadow Madness that much, you know?
No.
You just have to eat it most of the time. It's very hard to like remember to leave boards. Maybe it's possible, and I'm just bad. But it's very hard to ever like leave a board and be like, oh yeah, this is much more robust against Shadow Madness. Usually it's just either you get wrecked by Shadow Madness or just by luck. It feels you're fine against Shadow Madness.
It's just from all the times I've been scarred by police lately. Like,
That's a good instance, though, yeah. It seems like,
Must consider.
I guess you could kind of play around Shadow Madness by playing all your 4 toughness stuff first. That's like the sweet spot. 4 power stuff first, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got frozen.
That is kind of one of the things I like about Miracle Grove is that I just laugh at Priest. I can just play my Auctioneer out on turn 5, nothing to back up. I can laugh. They have like nothing to get rid of it. Like 3 Shadow Word Deaths, 3 Shadow Word Pains, or well, only 2 obviously, but they could have 2 of each and 2 Shadow Madness, and they can't touch the 4/4.
So I'm at kind of a critical crossroads here.
Okay.
He has a 5/5, and I could kill it with Fireball, but he's at 15. So I'm thinking what I want to do actually is just ignore the 5/5 instead of burning removal on it,
Yes.
and play out Harvest Golem plus Frostwolf Warlord. And now, even if he hits my 4/4 and heals, which is bad, I mean, you don't really want to have that happen too much, I can still kill him. So he needs like a taunt or something to live here. Or like Shadow or Death for the 7/7.
Like Wiggo pointed out that you need 70% win rate to break even. I just point out that that's to totally get to completely finance your arena runs with arena winnings, correct?
Correct, yeah, and like, I mean, daily quests, I mean...
yeah, you get 40 to 60 gold a day.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah, and it's usually more on the side of 60 now with the new Mulligan roll.
Yeah.
So you can do pretty well. I mean, as long as you're not playing like 5 arenas in a day.
Yeah.
And with the new arena structure, it's really hard to play more than 2.
Yeah, 12 at a potential 15-round maximum instead of 12.
Yeah, so it just takes a while. It takes a while to get just burned through. Okay, is he dead? I hope so.
Yeah,
I
just want to say I'm very much a fan of this line. I mean, the priest has got 8 mana, which means your game was about to get a whole lot worse in 2 turns. So.
Right, yeah. So yeah, it was good to get that big giant out before he could mind control it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it turned out pretty well. Yeah, I think fireballing the 5/5 would have been a huge mistake.
Yes.
Thinking
Against
about it,
priest.
Yeah. Against a priest who is favored in the long game against everyone.
Yeah. Very good. That's what I like to see, a priest blowing to bits by turn 8. Where's your mind control now? Yes. Fun suckers, one and all.
Oh, mind control. I'm, as sad as I am that Priest didn't get anything in return for that nerf, because I think they're very weak now. I actually don't really miss the 8-mana mind control now that we're playing with it. I think it's just more fun to not have to worry about mind control until turn 10.
Yeah, exactly. I
Um,
think
so like,
Shadow Madness is less of a pain. I mean, it's got a rarity and a cap, right? It's not a class common. So
right, yeah, exactly, yeah. So as much as I gave, I mean, I did disapprove a little bit of that patch that nerfed one-turn kill Hunter and mind control, but I guess taken as part of a bigger changelog that actually gives Priest a chance. I think this was actually a pretty good change. And again, not for power reasons, just for fun reasons, I mean, hopefully they'll iron out the power later. And for now, I think it is much much less frustrating to play against mind control.
yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, and you can question whether it's proper for Blizzard to be making game balance based on mob rule rather than objective power level, but they didn't make this nice fancy game for me to gnash my teeth about philosophical issues. They made it as an enterprise to make some bank. So
Right. It's definitely designed to have casual appeal, and so sadly, when you design a game to have casual appeal, you have to actually listen to casual players.
yeah, no,
It's like
that's fair
a
enough.
trade-off, right?
It is.
Okay, I think Direwolf Alpha. Okay, this is a little bit risky because I am putting myself at the mercy of him not having Lightning Storm. But if he doesn't have the Lightning Storm, then this is the best line. Lots of guys at 1 toughness. Also, I'm not too bad against Lightning Storm here, just because I have that Golem who will make another bonus dude.
You call that a weapon?
Oh. Oh, but I can match his Dark Iron Dwarf with my own. Very nice. You know, one thing that surprised me about this deck is that my Frostwolf Warlord has been pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I think I missed a chance to get another one, and now maybe I'm regretting it a little bit because he's been okay. He's like sometimes he's just a 5/5, but a 5/5 for 5 isn't that bad. And I've had a couple big ones. Playing against random guys that couldn't get rid of my little stuff fast enough. Oh yeah, never not pick Lightning Storm. I agree.
Sage advice.
Is Lightning Storm I think Lightning Storm is better than most epics. I guess not Earth Elemental. I think I'd take Earth Elemental over Lightning Storm in a theoretical situation. But geez, Lightning Storm is good.
If you have lightning storms, do you then value that that wolf making thing less? Because it's the same mana cost and the same overload cost, and that just seems like it's a recipe for having a deck that looks real good, and then you just never cast your stuff.
That's an interesting thought. I haven't thought about that. I tend to value the Feral Spirit pretty highly.
Yeah, that's it.
But you're right that if you have a bunch of those.
Yeah. If you have a Feral Spirit and a Lightning Storm on turn 3, one of them is going to be pretty bad by the time you can cast it again.
I guess I'd say it's okay, just because you cast them at different times. Feral Spirit is an early game spell, kind of like Mirror Image, that you cast turn 3, whereas Lightning Storm you tend to wait until like turn 5 or 6 to play.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So here's why I hate the Owl. So okay, he got rid of my Frostwolf Warlord buff, right? So now it's just a 4/4 instead of a 7/7. So he got rid of maybe you could argue about half the card, right? But the problem is I'm just gonna ping his 2/1, and so that's all he did is he just got half a card for his trouble, and he's gonna lose in card advantage just from that.
Yeah, the difference between Spellbreaker and the Owl is night and day.
Yeah.
It's
The
the
Spellbreaker leaves
body.
behind a reasonable card, so getting half a card off of your Spellbreaker silence isn't that bad. In fact, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. Like you're stapling 2 power, 2 toughness to an owl for 2 casting costs. That's a fairly reasonable pace to go at. But yeah, the
Right.
2/1 is the 2/1 you never can play on turn 2 versus a 4/3 you can often play on turn 4. Like night and day. Yeah, I personally would never. I would never take an owl in like the first half of the draft. If I had a spellbreaker, I don't even know if I'd ever take an owl. Um, if I have no silence going into the second half, I'll begrudgingly take an owl if I have to.
If you have to, yeah.
If you have to,
Yeah, you don't. It's not required even then, but yeah, I'd say if you have to, it's okay.
I mean, yeah, sure. An owl will silence something. You know, else will throwing 6 points at its head with a fireball. That silences a lot of cards too. You know.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Is that people don't realize? I think that yeah, like fireball silences them too because it kills them. So
They
there's a
make
lot
a
of
little
stuff.
noise. They make a little noise for a while. All that screaming and that, but they're quiet soon enough.
I think it was you that suggested that it's just totally lame that people still have attack sounds when they're silenced. It shouldn't happen, right?
Yes, I brought it up or someone brought it up to me, and I wholeheartedly agreed. But either way, they're silent. They're not supposed to be, die, mage.
Die,
They
mage!
can't.
What
Yeah,
you can't talk. What are you
yeah.
doing?
It's bad enough I'm the mage playing Spellbreaker who's going after a warrior, and they say die, mage, as they go for the other guy. But like, yeah, go get that mage. I'll just hide my house coat here, and yeah, that big guy with the horns and the giant axe, that's a mage, all right. Go get him. Yeah.
Would you take Forked Lightning or No Mission Venture? That's a good
Ah,
question. I've gone way down on No Mission Venture.
yeah. I
Oh,
would
sorry, not on
definitely,
Forked Lightning, I mean.
I would definitely take a first forked lightning, but it has a pretty narrow window. I find much more so than lightning storm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like cleave, and this is it's cleave where you pay 1 now, 1 later instead of 2. So, if not for the fact that shamans can roll those spell power totems fairly often, yeah. I mean, the inventor is 2/4 plus a card. I mean, it's not.
I don't know if you were around, were you around when Dalaran Mage was a 2/4?
Yes.
Lightning Storm was so good. You play
Yeah.
Dalaran Mage and Lightning Storm, and then Forked Lightning like right after the other, and you'd have a 2/4 on the board, and they had no board because you killed all their stuff.
Right.
That was great, and I took Forked Lightning really highly. Same with Cone of Cold, really highly. But these days, it's just hard to say.
Yeah, Sherry corrected me that it's 1 now, 2 later. My bad. It is
Oh,
that it's I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree on the cleave. Maybe I play bad, but when I play warrior and I'm like getting weapons, they just never have 2 guys on the board ever.
Oh, I'm at an interesting change point. I could make a 8/8 Frostwolf Warlord, or I could Fireball as 5/5.
Huh.
I think I'm gonna make this is the same thing as I was in last time. Even though, okay, I have to get ready for something else soon. But anyway, I think I'm just gonna go aggro and hit him in the head.
Have you seen a hex yet? Is he?
I have not seen a hex yet.
Well, you're about to. Just throwing that out there.
But I mean, even if he stops to hex,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think it's just really hard for him to have a hand that makes him not die to lethal here.
Yeah, I guess mostly because that is tying him up with. And you have 4/8, yeah, 13 on board, 6 in your hand, 10 in your hand potentially, yeah.
Ooh, Bloodlust. If he has the Wind Fury, then I die. Okay. He doesn't have the Wind Fury. He could have the Wind Fury and I die.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Stupid game.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Wow, you were like on death's door, I guess, and you
And I didn't
even know.
realize it, yeah.
Well played.
Okay, I'm totally gonna give away my lack of skill here, but what is BGH?
Big Game Hunter.
Okay. Oh, big game hunter. How do you play around that?
You don't. It's an epic, so you just don't care.
Yeah. And then as sure as I'm sitting here talking to you, you'll come out every time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Alright.
when I'm playing Druid. I mean, of course, Druid sucks a lot of those out, but
So I'm still doing very well. Okay, but sadly I have to go. There's something that I forgot about that I have to go to, but let's play one more,
okay.
and then I'll be good to go.
Yeah, real life can wait another game.
Yeah, real life can wait one game.
There we go.
I'm sad that I couldn't finish this run now. It's just, again, the fact that they take 12 wins, that they can go to 12 wins means that it's just a bigger time commitment.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe that alone is. You would think that making the run longer would be really good for the skilled players, but maybe that
10 minutes.
winds up working for the casual players. Tying up the skilled players against each other in the 10-win bracket for marginally less returns.
For it.
Like 40 minutes max. Okay. Oh, I've gotten the go-ahead to go for it and finish this run.
Oh,
Very nice. Okay, so we can do it.
tell the boss I heartily approve her decision.
We'll be late to a party. But you know what? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be late for parties.
What's a party? Is that where I have to leave the house and get dressed?
Yeah.
Screw that.
Alright, normally I'd run out the Berserker here, but I think I want the Raptor in this situation. Well, actually, nah. If he trades and plays a 3-3, well, actually, I don't know. They're both good.
Let's see. Rockbiter, Bloodlust, or Fork. Ah.
That's an impressive curve. Ooh, this puts the kibosh on that. Harvest Golem's so good.
Harvest Golem is good.
Yeah, love this guy.
I maintain he's the best combat neutral 3 minion by a good degree.
Now that Shadow Sun Cleric is out, his only competition is
Someone called it.
oh, interesting. Okay. He's showing a little pep in his step.
Learjets, what's your curve like? Do you have I've seen Bloodlust win a lot of games. I just don't know what your removal's like yet. I like Rockbiter a lot. It's 3 damage for 1 mana. It's very versatile. Plus, just with Shaman, that if you have Rockbiter, the ways you can monkey with their math when one of your totem springs to life and whacks their grizzly bear.
I
It's
must safeguard.
I would take the first Bloodlust over a Rockbiter, especially if you already have a Rockbiter.
Alright.
Okay, so here's what I came to a revelation about Shaman. They kind of need they kind of need Bloodlust because their late game is so bad. That's
Like
my revelation.
In Arena, I assume you mean?
In Arena, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't count on drafting like the Earth Elementals and stuff like that.
I mean, even Earth Elemental, that's a quick card, right? It comes out pretty quick in the game. It's turn 5.
Right.
In terms of late game, when both players have a lot of mana, Shaman is really bad. They don't have a lot of... I mean, if they don't have any card draw, really, besides that Mana Tide totem.
Yeah.
They're good at staying alive, they're not good at finishing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so
And when you
Bloodlust kind of... Yeah, it fills a niche, you know?
Yeah, and the ability to make those little 0-2 guys, again, Bloodlust just gets that much extra better. Yeah.
Alright, let's see, what am I doing here? Unfortunately, I don't really have a good play. I guess I'm playing Azure Drake and Argent Squire.
The light protects me.
That's a pretty difficult board for him to chew through. Argent Squire is good to run out here because that 2-1 token is going to... Oh, swipe. Ew. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm actually losing.
Oh yeah, of course. It's
The swipe. Ooh, brutal. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not losing yet. I have Abomination to try and bail myself out here. As long as he doesn't have a good answer to this. Like, if he heals his guys more or something. He's been keeping ahead on tempo. Like, my hero ability has been amazing this entire time. But he's been keeping ahead on tempo just because he's had pretty good stuff to fight it. Oh, I want to see what happens. Oh wow, the 2-1 does die. That's sweet. I didn't know that.
Don't mess.
the 2-1 from the
Harvest
that
Golem
gets made.
died.
Yeah.
I was curious what would happen, and it does die. Excellent. So that's a pretty good answer.
Well, the first thing to come into play first resolves first, right?
Hmm.
Which is the golem was played earlier. So
So it resolves first. Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Boy,
Okay.
does this game need a well-articulated rulebook.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Alright, this is nice. I can Dark Iron Dwarf the 3-1 and then ping it. Negating the secret drawback of Dark Iron Dwarf, which is you can't play him alone unless he's totally alone.
Yeah. Yeah. The good news is you're 5-1. The bad news is hold still for a sec.
Shields up.
Yeah. Still pretty even game. I'm even on cards. This Boulder Fist Ogre will hopefully do wonders. Oh man, I wish I could cast Water Elemental and Boulder Fist Ogre this turn. Such is life. I'll ping the 2-3, I guess? This 2-3. So this one's more likely to die immediately. By the way, I'm a firm believer that if you have the choice between an irrelevant ping on one of his creatures or pinging his face, I would do the irrelevant ping on one of his creatures because it could become relevant depending on what he plays from his hand.
True.
Like, even if you can't see how that ping would possibly help you, it might come up, you know, like later down the road.
And you can mess with their heads too. I mean, there's always you shoot him in the face, whatever. Now he's probably like, why did he shoot my 2-3 without taunt?
Yeah, is there a blizzard? Yeah, what's coming?
Yeah.
He didn't play any creatures, and he could have maybe, and maybe it's because of that ping that he did, that the seemingly senseless ping. All right, Water Elemental and Harvest Golem coming on down, and I guess I'll ping the 2-1 again, the 2-2 again, because now it is relevant. Now I can ping it again next turn. If so be. Hopefully, I'm a little bit worried about getting burned out here because he does have a full hand, but I'm doing okay.
Oh. See, that's we try and be informative and entertaining. So, no, I know my win rate in arena has probably gone up 10-15% since I was started catching on watching Viva's streams, and of course his peerless arena guide, as far as I'm concerned, best one in the biz out there.
I'm proud of that guy, man. The only problem is that I feel pressured to top it, you know.
Well,
Like
that's
you
good.
don't want to have something that's worse after that. Oh, that's a good flame strike.
Your your article on what 35 quiddities about the rule system in
Oh yeah, I like
in
that guy, but you see,
Hearthstone.
that's the thing. That wasn't the same. You know, it's not as it's not. No one's gonna like tweet that and be like, "Wow, amazing article." It's just a kind of a cute thing, you know. Um, so let's see. Can I kill him? Let's just check for lethal really quick. I could do hit here, ping it. He takes 2, goes to 20. Then I do 8 plus 12. That's exactly lethal by my count?
Yes, because he will take 2 from the abomination.
Yep. Okay.
Let's see.
Good job, Alex. Not missing lethal
That's this time.
this time.
Is your game locked up or? Oh, I'm just lagged behind here.
Yeah, you were watching me think about it like painfully. You get to watch my tortured thought process, you know, as I muddle through counting to 20.
Yeah. Very good. So it makes it easier to watch knowing that 15 seconds in the future you're going to be okay.
Ooh, Google Hangouts. Okay. So maybe I could share screen on Google Hangouts and it wouldn't lag me as much.
Yeah, that's an idea.
That's an idea. Okay, I'll look into that, Shiri. Because it's sad
And-
not having Shiri anymore because the lag is too big for. Yeah, it's.
Was that the problem? That Shuri was just because the intercontinental lag?
Yeah, like even on my own, even watching my own stream, the lag is like 30 seconds, but for him it's like a full minute.
Who asked for it?
Oh,
So like when you have a full minute of lag, you can't even commentate on what you're seeing. You have to just totally rely on what's going on, what I'm telling. And I'm not the best play-by-player, you know.
oh, you're getting better at
I'm
that.
getting better at that. I'm trying.
We've gotten rid of your use of all the pronouns and articles, and now we're getting
I
card
love
names or card stats. So
Yeah,
we're
which is
getting
good. Yeah. Ooh, Secret Keeper. Secret Keeper actually isn't the worst against or as Hunter because you can do Secret Keeper and then immediately follow it up. So if he has a secret here, then I will be impressed. If he doesn't have a Secret Keeper though, or if he doesn't have a secret to go with the Secret Keeper. Oh, he does, yeah. He's living the dream.
Did he had a secret?
Yeah, he had a secret.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, if it's Freezing Trap, then I'm actually probably just going to lose. I think, but I'll try it. Oh, it is Freezing Trap. Oh, brutal. Alright, well played.
Well played.
This is like the greatest secret keeper in the history of our sport.
Uh-huh.
This is
I mean, did you notice I did not laugh when I saw that Secret Keeper? I was like, okay,
Oh.
that could be legit. This could be a real thing. Oh, we
He's
played
a-
another secret. Brutal.
he's a 9-1 hunter.
Yeah.
If he's playing a secret keeper in a secret, oh, nicely done.
Alright, let's see. This might be Snipe here. Yeah, it's Snipe. So the good news is that Snipe on an Acolyte of Pain is not that great for him. But the bad news is he still has that Secret Keeper out. Also bad news for him is Abomination's coming down, which might put the kibosh on this. Bloodlust won you your first game, yeah. Bloodlust is weird. It's high variance because but I think the amount of games that it wins are worth it. Oh, silencing that is not that useful. Huh. Again, Owl not really doing work. Oh, he wanted to kill Command it. Okay. Is he gonna trade? No. Okay, so the bad news is I have been taken down to 20 life, which is a little precarious against a hunter. But he's only got 3 cards left, and I have just this full hand. So
Wow.
I think I'm set, but we'll see. If he brings out some haste guys, like that guy, that little bugger, then I might be in trouble. We'll see. Oh boy, okay, so here's a decision point.
Okay.
You have a 4-2 that you're facing down, a commander, Argent commander that just killed your guy. I
Okay.
could Argent Commander of my own for the safe bet and kill it. Or I could play Azure Drake and Arcane Missiles and have a reasonably good shot of killing it. And I'd leave a bigger body behind.
Azure Drake and you go from 50% with 3 missiles, 1331 to 14641.
What to do?
So now that's 11 out of 16. It's a pretty good
shot,
chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can
roll
blame
dice
the
for it.
RNG if you lose, so you're a winner either way.
Uh-oh.
Like all.
Oh, okay. Last 2 hits were. Got it. Whew. I don't know whether that was correct or not, because on one hand I'm so far ahead that maybe I shouldn't take any unnecessary risks, but on the other hand this 4/4 is just so much more powerful, and I get the card draw to draw into more options to deal with this stuff. So it's like, if I kill it, it's way better, but if I don't kill it, it's just like a great disaster. So it was hard to figure out.
If you don't kill it, he trades it off or he attacks, and you play an Abomination, and it dies shortly after one way or another. So it was a good gamble. I think you're better than 50-50, and the reward outweighed the risk. That's why I'd go with.
Okay. So I'm going to attack his Rhino and see if it's Freezing Trap. Probably it is. Oh, no. I suppose I have to ping that down. And now, I think I'm going to play a Frostwolf Warlord because he survives Snipe, whereas Azure Drake does not.
Frostwolves stand ready. Well done.
Okay.
Truth is my shield.
Lives through the snipe. That's always good.
Yeah.
Ah, you're looking good now. You stabilized.
I think I stabilized, yeah. I'm still at 18, that's quite healthy.
Yeah. How many rush guys can he have?
Yeah. The Secret Keeper thing was impressive though. Weren't you a little bit impressed? You were a little scared and impressed by that?
I was very impressed.
Very impressed, yes.
And then the ping and the trade, yeah. Yeah, and the board control snowball. You still have board control. You suck 2 cards out of him for 1. Yeah. You're doing good here.
Yeah, he's done, I think. I think he's just done. I guess at this point, it doesn't matter what I play, but I'll play Argent Commander just because it's the most mana efficient, and I'm interested. I have a huge hand, so I want to spend mana as efficiently as possible to get my creatures out.
X marks the spot.
Very scary. Okay, so here I could play.
Victory or death.
I think this is a Drake plus Frostwolf Warlord turn, because that puts away the game. I might have missed lethal, but I don't think I did. Oh, if I played Drake first, then I would have had lethal. Oops.
I somehow think you're still in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked first. Uh-oh. It's a 4 mana, it's a 4-hound Unleash the Hounds. But that's not enough. He's still quite dead. Even if he'll probably just trade in the 4/2s. Because he can't kill me, I will be at 8. Alright, let's log the win.
Unleash the Hounds. Like, maybe they need to be N/1, where N is the number they generate.
Oh, that would be crazy, though. I don't know. I think, well, the problem is that they nerfed Buzzard. So that,
yeah.
I mean, the Buzzard Unleash the Hounds combo is legit, right? That's a real thing, but is Buzzard even playable? No, not really. It kind of sucks, right? So, alright, 2 more wins. And then I will have secured my... This is my 4th 12 win, I think.
Very nice.
Very nice.
You're confident this deck's going to go the distance?
No, but it is Mage, and it seems strong. I mean, it has the double Azure Drake. It only has one Flame Strike, but it has 4 Fireballs. That's a lot of Fireballs.
Right.
And Polymorph. It's like a really good Mage deck. It's not the best Mage deck, but even a really good Mage deck, I think, can get 12 wins, just because of the nature of the class, you know? You don't need a lot of help.
Right.
Like, there were stories, like, back before the patch, of, like, people who didn't even get any Flame Strikes, didn't really get any Fireballs, they just got, like, creatures, and they could get to 9 wins just because their hero ability was that good.
Yeah, the hero ability is, if your neutrals that you get are good enough, yeah, a point of turn is like to anything is really good.
Yeah. I mean, Rogue and Druid kind of have that, but obviously taking damage off of guys is a lot worse.
Right.
Like, I mean, their health becomes a pretty valuable resource, whereas mages don't have that choke point.
Right. And mages can get around taunt, whereas neither of the other two classes can. They're stuck actually attacking. So I don't know if you noticed, Mendeum posted something to T-Drog about that Twitch just instituted, like, there's a major delay now.
Yeah.
Okay. So my guessing is, yeah, we'd have to do something like Google Hangouts and just really be quick to catch people chatting. I don't know.
It's tough, yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot harder to stream now since that change. Of course, you can never go back to the way it was before, right?
Right.
Who you want?
This seems like a bait and switch. It's like, this is our new improved service,
No.
and then 6 months later, it's, hey, for $5 a month, you can get Twitch Premium, which
Oh yeah,
you know,
which goes back to the way things were.
right,
yeah, right.
Silver Moon.
new Coke style.
New Coke style.
Give it back to them and make them appreciate it so much they'll pay twice as much for it. It's brilliant. Now, the word Machiavellian gets thrown all around a lot, but it's a case where I really think it sticks.
That didn't work as well as planned. Looks like he gets the trade-off his Farseer, or his Guardian for my Farseer. I am glad that I blew the shield off for 1 mana, but, you know.
Thank you.
There's no way you could expect to mow it down, and I guess you could have, but
It was unlikely, but could have happened. Would have been good.
Is someone injured?
it's so nice of you to heal this guy for him.
Yeah, he even gave me the thank you. Alright, so this is, can't let that North Star Cleric live for even a turn. Always gotta kill it. It's always kind of a gray area whether to use Fireball on Test Dingo. But with a North Star Cleric behind it, it was clear. Okay. These are still pretty automatic plays, I think. I'm just trading down as efficiently as possible. Trying to get rid of all this stuff. A lot of the... Yeah, Mage is a lot about this. It's just like, kill his stuff over and over and over again with your heal. Or with your ping, I mean.
Mind if I roll need?
Let's see. Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Wigo asked why you didn't just go to the face with the ghoul when your 3/3 was behind.
I'm worried about not Divine Shield. What's it called?
The +2 health.
The +2 health. Yeah, I'm worried about that.
Power word. Shield.
Power Word Shield. Yeah, that's what it's called. Otherwise, I might have done that. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have to leave behind a creature here. But this isn't too bad. Leaving behind a Loot Hoarder for a turn. Well, actually, I just realized you can trade the Loot Hoarder in. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you're getting rid of a light spawn. It's
Okay.
Victory or death.
Yeah, not the best way. Now we can trade the Loot Hoarder in for a free card.
or
Oh,
what else? What else were you gonna do?
I was looking at it. It was hard to see how else. I could ping the light spawn, send the dwarf in and it would die. So I'd lose a
Yeah.
dwarf, and then I'd have
And then
to, and then I just play other stuff and
play
wait
an
for 2 in a row.
acolyte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably not great anyway. Yeah, I think it was fine the way I played it. All right, this is I can clear his board pretty easily here. I am a little bit vulnerable to Holy Nova, but not too bad. I mean, killing 2 for 1 after my dwarf has done so much work is fine.
Yeah, paying him back with his own money, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically even on cards, except I have 2 guys on the board, so unless the Holy Nova's here, I'm really well. I'm set. I think. We'll find out. I also have Acolyte of Pain as a late game draw engine.
Yeah, for sure.
We've seen how that guy works out. Man, he's so good in Mage.
Yeah, why bother playing Arcane Intellect? That only gets you 2 cards. You know, by the time you get to the point where you want to be drawing cards, the Acolyte Ping is a seemingly more reliable mechanic.
Oh, he did have the Holy Nova. That's not fun. Okay. Ooh, I drew my Flame Strike, though. That might help. For now, I think it's no Mission Venture, and I'm either going to play Frostwolf Warlord or something off the top. Yeah, I think Frostwolf Warlord is better than Acolyte of Pain Juggler. Having a Frostwolf Warlord when the priest is at 10 mana isn't even that great anyway, so a 5/5 Frostwolf Warlord is totally fine.
Yeah, if that thing gets mind controlled, not the end of the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you mow it down with a Flame Strike, anyways.
Okay. I think it's time for Knife Juggler to come out to play, and I'll just see where the hits go. If I get 1 hit here, then I'll trade immediately. Oh, no. So I'll trade again. I'll try again. Okay. And then I can trade down. Alright. Hopefully my Acolyte lives the whole turn. It would be very sad to see him Shadow Word Pained.
Join or die, or both.
Okay, Temple Enforcer is another one.
Ah.
Another scary buffing guy.
Yeah, that's as good a reason as any to not leave him something to play on the board.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I just didn't... Yeah, I would rather trade rather than risk him buffing his guy and trading in. Although I don't remember, he might not have had 6 mana at that point, but... Anyway, this is annoying, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to play Harvest Golem right now. Flame Strike actually isn't too bad here. I'm going to play Harvest Golem, and we'll see where the ping goes. Oh, okay. So because it went there, I think I'm going to Flame Strike, actually. I can get kind of a 2-for-2 thing going on versus his big guys.
Right, define there. Remember, I'm still in the past.
Oh, right, you're still in the past. So I Flame Striked. So my Knife Juggler hit his Cult Master.
There we go.
To bring it down to a 4/4. And then I could trade the Ooze into the Temple Enforcer.
Yes, it's all looking good now. Glorious.
Glorious. Glory. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I have to use my... He played a Sunwalker, so I just have to Fireball that, I think. It's annoying that I haven't gotten around. He keeps on playing stuff that I want to ping. It's more valuable to ping than pinging my Acolyte, so...
Yeah.
Keep on having to delay my...
Acolyte's not going anywhere.
Well, I just realized you can kind of clone your own guys if you want to.
Can you?
You can do that. That's a thing you can do. I wouldn't recommend doing it very often, but I was thinking, like, maybe with an Acolyte, I don't know.
Yeah, some guy cast Humility on your Venture Co guy, and he's got 1 toughness left, and he's surrounded by 2 Acolytes. There you go. There's your monster play.
Monster play. Oh, you know, I just realized I was, again, maybe not the best choice to... Well, it's fine. Let's see. Ooh, I could get 2 hits. Here we go. Come on, big money. This would be huge. Oh, get wrecked. That hurts. Both of my knife juggler hit his dinosaur, so it died.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's so sweet.
That little fella is on the ball tonight. Full marks.
Oh, we had a Holy Nova. That's not too bad. It killed 2 of my guys, one of which was an Acolyte that already had damage on him, so
Yeah.
whatever.
You're still fine.
Do I have lethal, in fact? No. Well, actually, hold on. Okay, so I can do Direwolf Alpha, which makes my guys do 10, no, 8, 10, 17. Okay, not quite. Next turn, maybe.
Do what to do.
Let's Drake first.
Yeah, you seem to be in pretty solid position all the same.
Yeah. Oh, I drew
What was
Fossil
it?
Lord, which I will play. If he
Oh,
mind
boy.
controls it, it doesn't actually matter because he'll have to spend all of his mana on that and he'll be dead.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Tazdingo! Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Every time you drop him, he's never been worse than a 6/6.
Yeah, he's been doing good work.
And maybe you've never gotten him out on turn 5, but every time you needed him,
He's come
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Alright. Direwolf Alpha gonna do lots of damage here. So I can trade off the Drake and then get even more damage. And
Alas, poor Warlord, we hardly knew you.
yeah, he died immediately, but it's okay because, I mean, he had to do a lot to not die here.
You got that nice symmetry going on there. 2 Drakes on the left side,
Yes.
Golems on the right.
Was my last game against a Hunter? Looks like I missed a game.
I'm
gonna say-
Yeah, I think it was the Secret Keeper Hunter
Secret
guy.
Keeper Hunter. And I also played, I think I played 2 Paladins. Let's say I played a Paladin.
Now, Warrior spreadsheet open in the other window or the other monitor, and you updated it after every game.
I try to remember to do that, but I have it on my tablet,
Yeah.
and I just opened up my tablet, but sadly I did not do it this time. Although I do like it, because I can actually tell when I've missed one under this new system, this arenamastery.com. I'd recommend it to everyone. It's a really nice site. And it kind of fact checks you. Like before, I would like forget to log wins and losses. Oh wow, Captain just won.
Oh, congratulations, Captain.
Jane versus Jane.
You asked for it.
He just won the entire tournament.
Tear you apart.
How big was the field?
I think more than 100 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty good, right?
It's 7 wins, 8 wins straight. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do 7 wins. Yeah, single elimination, that's really tough, right? Yeah, it's really hard to win 7 rounds. Single limit. Yeah, that's just, yeah, and he did it. He pulled it off. Oh, Argent Squire, you are late. You are late to this party.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that good outside the first turn. Oh, Mana Worm. Ugh. Such a pain in the rear.
Mana Worm is a pain. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think this is hit here and play Arcane Missiles. I mean, so hit the worm, play Arcane Missiles. Okay, got my 1 hit that I wanted. Ooh. Okay, and then I think I'll go with my plan of playing Argent Squire because I can't kill that 2/1 yet. But next turn I can do maybe ping and hit.
Right.
102 people.
Wow.
That's good. Congrats, man.
Good. I think that's one thing that Hearthstone would be wise to do is embrace the third-party tournament community. I know Wizards was adamantly opposed to third-party ones for Magic Online, but I mean, look at here we are in beta. We already have a constructed tournament where 102 people enter. You
Yeah,
know,
it's crazy.
it's I think they would be very wise to not encourage even sites like Mana Grind. I assume it's a website, not like a sports drink or something.
Yeah, Mana Grind is just I think the name of it's a community. Yeah, it just makes
Okay.
tournaments. So
Okay.
I'm down on cards, but up on board position. Him skipping his entire turn on turn 4 to just ping my Raptor, I don't think that's ever a good idea. Oh, he skipped 2 turns. Sick. Okay, so I'm guessing he's got a lot of Flame Strikes.
Yeah.
But the good news is I have that Ogre, who so he needs the Polymorph for the Fireball on this turn, or else Flame Strike isn't really going to help him. Oh, he does have the Polymorph. Of course he does, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
There'd have to be a reason that he was not spending cards and just.
Okay, but again, I'm still pretty resilient against Flame Strike because I can do. I'm not going to play Dwarf. Dwarf is too dangerous when she's going to hit 7 mana. But I can play Acolyte, ping it, and then that's it. And that's a pretty good board against Flame Strike.
Right.
I mean, and he has to deal with my Acolyte. He can't just let me have another card for free, right? Most of the
True.
time. So he has to do 2 damage to it somehow, or silence it or something. So it's still a reasonably threatening board position. He is taking damage from the Drake, which is good.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of time to be messed around. He'll probably, I assume he did just trot out that Flame Strike right now.
Nope, he didn't.
No. Wow.
Hmm.
I'm pretty bad at predicting the future when I don't have someone telling me what it is. Such a bad psychic.
Okay, so I think what I'm
Wow.
doing here, he played the Fen Creeper.
What to do?
Yeah.
What to do?
Dark Iron
Right.
Dwarf isn't really safe to play with the Drake out, but I can trade away the Drake. Call it a day. Ping my Acolyte again to draw another card.
Didn't want to fireball the creeper, ping your Acolyte, and do 5
I
more?
didn't really want to. The Fireball is really strong in my hand. Like, I just need to hit a couple times and then I'll... Like, Argent Commander plus a few pings is going to get him in lethal range.
Yeah, fair enough. 5 minutes. Okay.
Alright. Unclear what this is. He played a secret, which is worrisome. I'm really close to killing him if the secret is something harmless. Not sure what that would be, though.
What to do?
I guess this is a Knife Juggler to start.
Yeah. Start, as always, by sniffing out the mirror entity.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go for face here, I think, honestly, because he's just so close to being dead.
Yeah.
Alright. So it looks like it's Counterspell, in which case I think I'm just going to blow a Cone of Cold.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't even care. I'll take that. Oh, it was a Spellbender, which is even better.
He gets it anyways.
So he gets frozen anyway, yeah. I love Cone of Colding Spellbenders, that's so fun.
Yeah, that's Cone of Cold's about the only one that is better against Spellbender versus Counterspell.
Yeah.
Usually, I love Spellbender against Blessing of Kings.
Yeah, that's
Like,
great.
I could kill your 1/1, but I'll play a Spellbender instead. Oh, look. Imagine that. I now have a 5/7 guy for 3 mana. Thank you so kindly. Yeah, I think you're good here. You got rid of that secret.
Yeah, I got rid of the secret. Although, if you fireball their face, Spellbender actually doesn't proc, so I could have fireballed his face, but Counterspell is just so much more common that...
Right.
I
Yeah, what's he gonna do? Flame strike here. You're gonna double fireball ping him.
Yep,
So-
he's pretty much dead here. He needs to gain life. Even if he gains life, though, Argent Commander's doing 4 more to him.
Right.
So
Trying to figure out if he can fireball and pyroblast you, or if he'll live a turn. But he's got to know he's not gonna live a turn.
yeah, well, I don't know if he does that, but anyway,
As he